Exclusive.
Hey RedEye, this is Amy Schumer here for the movie Trainwreck. It comes out July 17th.
I want to start with a question that's on everybody's minds. Which Trainwreck do you miss more, Jersey Shore or Flavor of Love?
Oh, that's definitely on everyone's minds. Flavor of Love.
How come?
Oh, better characters. I loved that show.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have one that sticks out in your mind?
I really liked New York. I like that chick. Yeah, Trainwreck's really based on Flav and New York falling in love.
It's beautiful. Trainwreck opens the same weekend that we have the Pitchfork Music Festival in Chicago and a Taylor Swift concert at Soldier Field. Why should people see this movie instead of those concerts?
They shouldn't. Go next weekend.
You wouldn't want people to miss those opportunities?
No, my brother's a musician in Chicago, and he's probably performing there. So go see Jason Stein. He plays the bass clarinet. SteinBassClarinet.com. Yeah, and Taylor, no, just go see it, or see a matinee, and then go to see Taylor at night.
That's a good idea. How do you think your skills as an actor compare to your skills as a comedian?
Equal.
Because you've been kind of working those muscles all along, or?
Yeah. I've always done plays. I'm a trained actress. I've done a shit ton of stand-up, so equal.
What's something in this movie that you think people would be surprised to learn actually happened for real?
That I was really stoned when a guy realized that I had been cheating on him, and I said, "Can I leave?"
In the middle of the conversation?
Uh-huh.
And how did he take that?
He said, "Fuck you, Amy."
Oh.
But now we're best friends.
Oh, so a surprising happy ending.
Yeah.
How do you think someone knows when they've crossed the line into Trainwreck? They weren't a Trainwreck before, but now they are.
I think if all your family members are sitting around you reading letters of how you've hurt them, and you have an option to leave and go to a center after, you're there.
But as long as that hasn't happened, then
You're fine.
I thought it was interesting in talking about comedy, you said you don't necessarily, wouldn't call yourself the best, but you like seeing other people and being like, I can do better than that. What's a movie?
Well, let me just clarify that. I was just saying, I think there's a lot of comedians out there that are amazing. And I compare myself, I see Chris Rock or Bill Burr or Dave Attell, and I'm just blown away. And then I'm like, will I ever be that good? But then I see a lot of other comedy, and I'm like, well, I'm better than them. I'm going to keep doing it.
Well, I'm wondering, are there romantic comedies that you've seen that really made you think, I can do a lot better than that? I know in your act, people have written about, you're talking about Zookeeper and the notion of these kind of schlubby dudes and the beautiful women next to them. What's a movie that you've seen that you're like, I can do better than that?
I'm never like, I could do better than that. I'm like, I could cast this movie better than that. I don't look at Kevin James and Rosario Dawson and think like, I'd love to see the two of them get together. That is perfect.
You said, because of how much exposure you've had lately and sort of the influence that the things that you're doing have taken on justifiably, that you said, I'm not interested in just saying something for shock value anymore.
Yeah.
When that statement comes out, is there something in your mind that you think of that, in retrospect, you're like, well, maybe I was doing that kind of too?
I still do. That's not totally true, because I still do like to just say I just say what the funniest thing is that I can think of, and so if that happens to be something kind of shocking, I'll say it. But I just mean I don't write jokes to get like a groan out of people, that many of them. There are probably a couple still dwindling in my set, but a joke that I used to do that I probably don't want to say it.
Something that really sticks out in the movie is the presentation of the kind of fluffy magazine journalism world and some of these ridiculous stories, like you call those tits? One of those?
They're not that ridiculous if you read the cover lines on magazines.
What's something you've seen recently that stood out to you as being like, wow?
On the cover of Women's Health right now, it says, "The new kale."
Wow. And did you read the story to find out what the new kale is?
No, I'm just going to keep myself on the edge of my seat.
What could it possibly be?
I don't know.
That could be anything.
I know.
I might just have to go pick up Women's Health on the way home.
Oh, you have to. It's just a picture of abs and like a clitoris on the cover.
Wow. seems like with that cover.
That's every month.
With that cover, it would be hard to get people interested in the new Kale.
It's true. They know what they're doing.
Can you take advantage of any one of these that you like? If you like, can you either quote a movie that you love, tell me the worst or best pickup line you've ever heard, or do the best impersonation that you have of somebody?
Okay. The Queen, the Vatican, the Gettys, the Rothschilds, and the Colonel Sanders before he went tits up. Oh, I hated the Colonel with his wee beady eyes and that smug look on his face. Oh, you're gonna buy my chicken. Oh. Dad, how can you hate the Colonel? Because he puts an addictive chemical in his chicken that makes you crave it for it nightly. Smart ass. Interesting. Cuckoo.
That was awesome.
That's from So I Married an Axe Murderer.